Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Joshua Sketch and welcome to my channel. Right now I'm going to do a video about the Blick Studio Markers and the COPIC sketch markers. I just stumbled upon these studio markers yesterday at Blick's, which is a craft store. You can find them online or you can even go into their store. They just recently did a new design of their marker. I've seen their old design, which is more like the Prismacolor marker, and you could see here that it very resembles the Copic markers a lot. You can see here they got the same oval shape, and then you got your number and your type of color on the top there, and yeah, they're pretty cool markers. I bought 5 of them to start off with just to test them out. I have a whole set of Copics here. I have roughly about 70 Copic markers just have accumulated over time. They both have, so Copics have their chisel tip, brush tip, and then you have the chisel tip. And then Copic also has their classic markers, which have the pointed tip here, and then they have the regular chisel. And these markers are also great. They just have a bigger well. I really like these markers as well. I have about 12 of these. They're pretty good. But the Blick Studio markers I never really tried before. I know their previous design was more like the Prismacolors. And the Prismacolors are really nice markers, and I don't have any of those mainly because they're not refillable and you have to throw them away once you buy them. And once I invest in markers, I want to be able to refill them. And that's something that Blick just recently added to their markers, I believe. So just like the Copics, you can remove the tip and you can refill your well there. So these markers are reusable. And the good thing about these is they're about $4 or just under $4 a marker. On Copics, on the other hand, are roughly around $7 a marker. Unless you buy them in a set, you can get them around $5 or so. And that's a pretty good deal if you're buying them in bulk, but it's like $200 to buy them in bulk for at least a small set. So initially your up cost front for the Blick markers will probably be a little cheaper. They seem pretty nice, and we'll get to see what they look like. I'll test them out, and we'll see how they compare to Copics. I tried to buy some that were close to the same colors of what I had before, but with the Copic markers. See what I have here to kind of try to blend them together so they have a little variation in color. Like I said, they have the same exact shape, with the exception of these have like a flat edge to them, and these are more rounded. But they're both great design. They both feel great. And the Blick Studio markers feel a lot like the Copic markers. They feel about the same weight. They even have almost the same color and layout. They're really nice markers. We'll just see how they test out on paper. And in Copic markers, you can buy them in several different types. You can buy them in the Chow, which is around $3 a marker, smaller well. They run out pretty quickly, but they're still refillable just like their other markers. Then you have your wides, which are really nice for filling in lots of area on your paper or canvas. These are also refillable. With the studio markers, they only have these style as far as I've seen in the stores. So you can do a lot with these markers, but if you're wanting to fill large areas, still go with the Copics. I believe they're the only ones that are making the wides. But I would say, as of right now, just for cost wise, these are great for starting out artists and wanting to move into the professional markers and can't afford the sketch markers up front, so far of what I've seen. But Chows are also really nice. You can get those for a good price, but like I said, they run out of ink really fast. So let's do a test run of these markers and see how they hold up compared to the Copics. I'm going to start off with the reds here, and I will do I'll do the Blick Studio Marker on the left, and I will do the COPIC on the right here. So I'll just show you the chisel tip here. So that looks pretty good. Let's see the brush tip. Color's pretty nice. You can get some good lines there. Some variation. I like that. That's pretty good. This is really good for fine detail. And you can do large areas like this, and it works out pretty nicely. This is red 005. I don't know if you can see that. My camera doesn't seem to want to focus on that very well. So that was red in the Blick Studio Marker. So let's do the chisel tip first for the COPICs. Let's see how this works out compared. So this isn't a true red here. This is R08 vermilion, I think that's what it is, and it's a little variation of a red. But as you see, the tip looks like the tip is a little more fine point. You can get some more fine points in there. But I was told that with the Blick markers, you can actually buy COPIC tips and put them in the markers. So that might be able to save you some money there. But as you see, the colors, they don't really rub off. This is some good paper. This is I believe Canson paper, marker paper, and it works really good with the COPICs because it kind of doesn't bleed like it does in other papers. So let's move on from the reds. These look pretty good. I think they hold up pretty well together. Now let's move on to the bluish purples here. So I have 045 gray lavender in the Blick Studio Marker. Again, this is a variation of the color I have, or the closest I have to it, so I can do some blending and see how they work together. So again, the tips work pretty well. So that works out pretty good. Let's see this one. So they have a lot of the same characteristics. They both color very similarly. They're all looking pretty good so far. Let's see what they look like when we blend them. Let's do some type of skin tone type thing going on here. So that's the Studio 001 caramel, and then the E33 sand. So that looks pretty good. I have a colorless blender here. We can see what happens when I use that on these. It looks like it blended pretty well. It's got to dry. It's going to have a different characteristic when it dries probably, but we'll watch it, and it looks pretty good. I'm actually impressed with it, the way it blends. Nice. Okay, so let's move on to the so let's go on to, we have some blues here. I have the 039 True Blue in Blick, and B05 Process Blue. It's a little hard to read with the white and the blue there. So we got whoops, I got COPIC here on the right hand side, sketch side, chisel. And I don't know if these companies are making, the same marker companies are making the same markers for each. I don't know if it works that way or what, but they look like they're working very, very similarly. I don't really notice any difference, really, to be honest, so far. Here's kind of like a reddish brown 036 Sienna, and then I have the E23 Hazelnut in the COPIC. Like I said, I have a few COPICs, about maybe 70 or so, and I picked the ones that are closest to the colors I currently have to go with what I was buying in the Blick Studio, so I can do a little different variation of blending. So they're not the same colors, they're just to do some blending variations. And as you can see here, the colors work out pretty nicely. They're very bright, vivid colors. Uh, I think they're great markers. These Blick Studio markers are really, really well put together, and the colors are nice from what I've seen from the 5 colors I bought here, which is red, like a purple, like a tan, a blue, and like a reddish brown, the sienna there. So these are great markers. I would say for starters, buy these markers. These seem like great markers, and I plan to buy more. So guys, the verdict is Blick markers. I'd say as of right now, I'd give them a 4 out of 5. I'd like to change that in the future, but 4 out of 5 is great. COPIC markers, man, 5 out of 5. They're great markers. I've used them a little more. So I might have a different opinion in the future, but as of right now, I say 4 out of 5. Go pick these up for the price point for what you're getting, and it looks like really good quality markers here. You can see everything there. It's really good quality. So check them out.
Alright guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. Hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Also, just check out some more of my videos. I have 2 videos up right now. I'm just starting out. Sorry about the video quality in the previous parts of the video. I'm only working with 2 cameras, and the other one's kind of hit and miss on video quality, so I apologize for that, and hopefully I can change that for you guys in the future. But like I said, I'm just starting out. Hit that subscribe button, it makes me feel good. Hit the like button, it makes me feel good. Let me know if you guys thought I did good. Also, let me know if you guys want to see any more markers. I could pick up a few more markers, and I can do some more reviews and see if you guys are looking for anything that could help you guys out, because I know there's a bunch of different markers out there that are like COPICs. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Joshua Sketch out.